Hey, it's guys. I'm doing a update to the Den of the Fireherd deck, basically. So I have a lot to explain in this video for you guys. There's gonna be a lot to go over and just a lot in general. So this will be probably a longer video than normal. So just prepare for prepare for that. So yeah. So Den of the Fireherd. So basically, you make a 5/5 black and red elemental creature token, and the target opponent sacrifices a creature for each black creature you control, then sacrifices a land for each red creature you control. So I did a rough draft on this last time, and so I want to update it again for what all the new stuff that I have in here. So yeah. So basically the concept is cast this and then copy it, so that I can target a different opponent. So crackling, Spellsinger, Reverberate, Final Promise, the Blue God, and then this. So this, you basically have 5 copy spells. There we go. So you basically copy with these, and then there are two other ones that basically copy target spell, so I've got to include those, but yeah. So essentially you have 7 targets for copying the Den of the Fireherd, so plus the commander itself, which I will show you as the commander. So yeah, that's who I'm running for the commander for this. So and here's the token that goes along with the Den of the Fireherd. So, but yeah, so that's essentially it for that. Now I'm sure you guys are probably thinking like, alright, so how are you gonna get to that card? Well, that's where the next part comes in. So I picked up an Imperial Seal, which is amazing, and a Vampire Tutor. So these are 2 new additions to the deck to help it, be a little more consistent with trying to get to the main card where you need it. So there's those 2. Demonic Tutor, and then this, which can also search your library for a card and put that card into your on top. So essentially you have 4 search cards that can help you get to like a copy spell or basically anything else. So yeah, there's that portion. Next is I want to talk about this. So this is how you'll get all the bonuses off of Den of the Fireherd. And I'll explain that just now. So basically you have essentially 3 horses that are red, and then this makes the red horse token off of this. So you have to equip this and then be able to attack and make the horse token. So it's a little more setup, but it still works. So, even though it's a little slower. So, but that's basically it for the reds, basically. For horses anyway. Now for blacks, there's a lot more blacks than there is reds. So, let's go through these. Nightmare. So, essentially is what you're doing is you're name horse, and then basically all the black horses you basically get to make a copy of. So essentially you would have essentially like 22 horses on field, not including the legendaries, because you can't control more than one legendary. And then there's this, so you essentially have 24 horses potentially on field, which is quite a lot. So that's how you'll be able to do that mass amount with the Den of Fireherd, or at least possibly a lot anyway. So there's that. Next, I want to do the last two creatures that can that basically have black in their mana cost. So not very. I mean, Urbrust is probably a little more better, but the assassin's in here mainly because you do cast some legendaries, so it does kind of help with that as well. So not a lot, but some. So, but and then next part is the rest of the deck. So Hunting Voyage. So basically you name horses with it, and then you can basically reborn all your horses. So it's another way to bring them back, basically. So raise the palisade. Return everything but those to the hand. So you basically you name horses, then all your opponent's stuff will return to the hand. So set that over there. Smoke Bomb gives all creatures Shroud. So another good card. An extra turn spell with Delve. So and then you exile that spell. 10 creatures you control have Double Strike, which is really quite good. As foretold, Helm of the Host. So in case if you need more copies of something, then you can make more copies of that creature. So, and then a couple of blue horses which don't really matter too much, but you know, just for the theme anyway. So, Conscience Charger, Search Mare. So, Counterspell, Rising of the Day, Smoldering Stagecoach. This is just like an alternate win con that you can do, so it's not something that I prefer to do, but I rather prefer to win the one way, but just something different that you can do, so I decided to throw in here. This works the same way as another card, which I will show y'all in here in a little bit. So you can search for an artifact, reveal it, and then shuffle. think there's a couple good ones in here as well. Now I'll show you guys here in a little bit for your targets for that. So, so it deals X damage to each creature. So just another like board wipe, basically. Psychonic Rift, another little board wipe. Yeah, here's the other card that was 10 you guys about. So there's that, which I showed you guys. And then this essentially does the same thing. And so the combo is you exile with Famsteed, and then where you attack, you make a tapped in attacking copy of this, which then triggers this, and you basically tap all creatures your opponent controls. So yeah, so pretty good. Blasphemous Act, which is obviously good. So another kind of like board wipe, basically. So each player loses half their life, then discards half their cards in their hand, and then sacrifices half their creatures, and then round up each time. So this does affect me, but I'm willing to give up half my life to, you know, get rid of the board if I can. So yeah. Flatline, this worked with Plaguemare. So basically, this makes everything a 0/1, and then Plaguemare says creatures your opponent's control get a -1/-1. So that would essentially nuke the field. So Cavalier, so you draw 3, and then you put 2 from your hand on top of your library in any order. So just more kind of card draw, and then once it dies, then it gets shuffled into the owner's library, and then you scry 2. So Covered in Darkness, so choose a creature type, and then creatures of the chosen type have fear, meaning that they can't be blocked by black or artifacts, I think, if I remember that right. So, and then Mirage Mockery, so this essentially lets you create another token of a non-artifact creature you control, so just more copies for you to be able to have on field. And then this is basically their copy card for your Den the Fireherd. So Propaganda, Waybreak Hippocamp, Rolling Earthquake, so it deals X damage to each creature without horsemanship and each player. So again, essentially there's another board wipe. Although if you have Sonic Fallen on your side, then your creatures won't get blown up, and everyone else's will, but you also will take damage. So it's still not that bad of a trade-off. So here's the targets for Loyal Inventor that you can search. So dual those, Meshwood Nexus, Chimil, and then Mana Vault. So you can essentially search any of those, which is essentially 4 cards. So which isn't bad. So and then here comes more fun stuff. So I picked up this recently. So when a creature you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. So more ways to, like, oh, you want to destroy my creature? Or if I choose a block, then each opponent sacrifices a creature. So it kind of puts a, like, I don't know trying to think of the right word. Yeah, I can't think of it right now. But it puts that scary message out there in that kind of perspective for like, hey, if you tap me, then I'm gonna block, and you guys will sacrifice a creature. So, kind of puts that kind of message out there in that kind of perspective. So, capture Jing Zhao. I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm not quite sure. And then Sun Quan. So, but yeah. So that's basically it for the update to the deck. Like I said, lots of changes for the deck. Definitely happy with the update so far with it. Haven't gotten to test this yet with the updates, but I just wanted to show you guys what the updates were and kind of where it was at. And then here's just kind of lands. Nothing too exciting, but figured I would show these off to you guys. I know I'll probably do like shocklands, which I will probably do in here as I test this more. But for now, it's just kind of islands, swamps, and mountains. So, but yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. All right, like this.